In the world of the NFL, pretty much everything gets put under a microscope. Every player, every play, every single press conference. But what happens when a team's future star just disappears? Well, for the Kansas City Chiefs, that question is very, very real.
So this is the big question hanging over the Kansas City Chiefs right now. You've got a key player who is gone, and the entire organization is wrapped in this bizarre blanket of silence. So let's break down what we actually know.
All right, so first things first. Who is the guy at the center of this whole mystery? Who is this rookie star who seemingly just vanished into thin air?
His name is Josh Simmons. He was the Chiefs' first-round pick. And look, he's not just some random rookie. He plays offensive left tackle. His entire job is to protect the franchise quarterback's blind side. So his presence isn't just important, it's absolutely essential. And his absence, well, that's a massive problem.
And to really get why his disappearance is sending these shockwaves through the organization, you have to see just how much they invested in him and what they were getting for their money.
We're talking about the 32nd overall pick in the draft, a premium first-round selection. You know, teams just don't spend that kind of draft capital unless they see a guy as a foundational piece, a part of their future for years to come.
And he was already living up to the hype. Right away, he starts the first 4 games. He's on the field for over 95% of the offensive plays. And get this, he had only given up a single sack. I mean, those aren't just good numbers for a rookie. Those are fantastic numbers for any tackle. So the bottom line is this. His absence leaves a huge, high-performing hole right in their offensive line.
Okay, so this is where the story goes from just a personnel issue to a genuine mystery. The official timeline of events just doesn't add up. Honestly, it just creates way more questions than answers. Just look at this bizarre sequence of events. In Week 5, he's a last-minute addition to the injury report with an illness, but then he plays every single snap. Kinda weird, right? Then, just a week later, he's suddenly ruled out for a super vague, personal issue. Then he misses another game, and now, heading into Week 8, there's just nothing, radio silence.
Now, we did get one little piece of unofficial information that came out. A report suggested Simmons was dealing with a family matter. But here's the thing, the team never confirmed it. And more importantly, Simmons has not been back at the team's facility since that report. The trail just goes completely cold.
And this is what takes this whole situation to another level. It's not just that Simmons is gone. It's that a Super Bowl contending organization has built a complete wall of silence around it, from the very top all the way down.
Think about this for a second. Even the team's leader, the quarterback Simmons, was literally hired to protect, admitted he was completely caught off guard. That tells you everything. This was not standard procedure. The normal way of doing things, totally out the window.
And then you've got the head coach, Andy Reid. Not just once, but multiple times, he has completely deflected all questions, pushing them off to the general manager. And that line, we just, move on, that is classic coach speak for, I am not talking about this, period.
And the silence goes all the way to the top. When the team owner, Clark Hunt, was asked directly about his first-round pick, his response was simple. I really can't comment. The owner can't comment on one of his most important young players. I mean, the silence is deafening.
So where does this mystery go from here? Well, the next clue might actually be hidden in the NFL's own rulebook, and it's a technicality that makes the team's actions even more confusing.
So right now, Simmons is still on the active roster. Now, if the Chiefs put him on the non-football injury list, he'd be out for at least 4 weeks. But, and this is the important part, they could sign someone to fill his spot. By keeping him active, they're sacrificing a really valuable roster position. It's an action that kind of signals they might expect him back soon, which completely contradicts their public wall of silence. So that's the ultimate question we're left with, right? All eyes are on that practice field this week. Is the missing man going to reappear and maybe give us some answers? Or will his continued absence only make this mystery a mystery that has gripped one of the NFL's top teams even deeper?